Welcome to the trade recap video of the 16th of June 2025. As we know, we had a disappointing week last week. It was a loss by about 4%, if I can recall correctly. And today is the first day of the week, and it's a relatively easy day in the sense that we don't really have to make too many choices, because only 2 of the 9 pairs that we observe and trade from are currently in alignment with CRT, in accordance with the market maker model, of course. Okay, so one of them is EURJPY, and the other one is GBPAUD. Now, the GBPJPY, unfortunately, did not trigger. It missed us just by a whisker. And to be honest, I should have seen this coming. It's a nice 5-minute time frame BPR, a bearish BPR, and I should have put my entry level in the middle of it, and that would have triggered it. But that's okay. We can miss some trades. We can't catch all of them. So a lesson learned to be more careful in regards to entry level. Be observant of any small BPRs and the like. So that's GBPJPY, which we have missed. And this has got the exact same setup based on the CRT alignment, CRT of the 4-hour time frame. So this is the other one, EURJPY, which did trigger. Again, 4-hour CRT in alignment with the market maker model. So here we can see it was triggered sort of during the first quarter of the second hour of the London session, nicely pierced into the 5-minute bearish BPR, and then went its way down. It's looking quite good at the moment. In fact, because it has already come at the level of the lowest within the last couple of hours, we can safely bring down our stop loss to 50% level, thereby minimizing our risks. Minimizing our risk, in this case singular as opposed to plural, as it is only one trade. So yeah, that's the situation right now as it stands. And there is one recent development, which is over on the NZ USD pair. However, it hasn't really touched the point of interest. So I'm not going to look into it because I'm expecting it to go into the point of interest and then bounce back. Then it becomes a true verified opportunity based on the market maker model. So for now, we'll just keep an eye on it, but only for this hour, because we don't go beyond the 4th hour of the London session for any possible trade entries. Same thing for Aussie USD. It has just pierced through the 4-hour CRT boundary. However, there is no point of interest that it is going in and coming out of. So again, we'll observe it, but only until the end of this hour, which is the 4th hour. So we shall keep you posted. For now, this is the situation. We've only put in one trade today, and it looks promising. And we missed one trade, which is this one. And that one also looks promising. So it should be hitting both the targets at some point today. We'll keep you posted soon. Thank you for staying with us. Just a quick addition to the commentary. If you notice that usually what we look for nowadays, if there is a 4-hour CRT, there would be a nice 1-hour CRT as well, and a wickish candle of the CRT framework to give us further confirmation that we are on the right line, that we are along the right line. So, gives us further confirmation that we can continue with our trade trigger. So in this case, another point I need to clear out is that, as you can see, it's the 50% mark over here. So that means we're looking at this as the CRT candle, not this, because this one obviously hasn't been breached. So this is the main CRT candle, which didn't get pierced until here. And then now it's heading back. So, if this trade does work out in our favor, reaching the full target at the 50% level, it would also mean that it reaches 100% level as per the hourly CRT, as you can see. So 50% CRT 4 hour is over here, and it's just above the 100% level on the hourly CRT formation. So yeah, so there's a little bit of synchronicity in this case. And that's also what we try to look for. If there is a 4-hour CRT that we're basing it upon, we should see something happening on the 1-hour time frame as well. And that will give us further confirmation that we're on the right track. And yeah, so that's it. We'll come back later. Hello folks, just a quick update on the NZ USD. As we had mentioned earlier, this was looking promising. However, it wasn't following the rule of the market maker model, which is that it needs to go and bounce back from a point of interest, in this case, this BPR, 4-hour bearish BPR. So that's why we didn't take that trade at that stage, and thankfully it wouldn't have worked out in our favor because there was this structural break here. It was looking good, but then it continued going up. And so the idea is now here, if within this 4th hour, if there is a structural break, there's only 20 minutes left of this 4th hour, so it's not looking really likely. However, if it does happen within the next 20 minutes, then we will get in. Otherwise, we'll let this one pass. And also with the Aussie USD, it's not really anywhere near the point of interest for us to be interested in. So for now, we'll leave them as they are, and we shall update you later. Thank you. Hello, welcome back, and there's a quick update. Unfortunately, the only trade that we were in, which is the EURJPY trade, it went against us and took us out at break-even. So it was a neutral trade, meaning it wasn't profitable and it wasn't a loss either. Now, surprisingly, I noticed I had a limit order placed at this level. This was on the pound CAD based on the daily CRT levels, and so I'm actually in this trade, but I should have actually removed that limit order, because now what that means is that this order has been triggered at the beginning of the New York session. Now, you all know that we don't trade during the New York session. However, I'll make an exception in this case because it was accidentally triggered, so now I'm in the trade, and it's in the green, as you can see. And so we'll just keep it on, see what happens. I won't bring the stop loss over. Maybe I'll bring it to 50%, actually. Yeah. Bring it over to 50% and keep the trade running, and then we shall update you on this trade, perhaps tomorrow, because I don't see myself observing it for the rest of the day. So I'll update you on the result of this trade in tomorrow's recording. Okay? So until then, take care.